Hi everyone! For this video, I decided to show you guys my planning process. Generally, I like to start with the monthly setup. This insert is from the 1407 planners and it is undated, which is preferable for me because I like not having to worry about skipping months and wasting potential pages that I could have otherwise used. Right now, I'm using my Tanmit pens, my Tanmit brush pens, I'm sorry. This was given to me as a birthday present. I'm not sure how much they usually cost or where you're able to find them, but I love them. One side is a fine tip and the other is a brush pen. And right now, I'm using my Uniball Signo pen in 0.38 to add some dimension to the header and to add some deco to the monthly setup. I'm kind of making branches because it is fall technically now, so I wanted to go in with some warm colors, which is why I chose orange and a light brown for the monthly dates. And right now I'm just alternating to add some color and some, I guess, decoration to the overview. Generally, like I said in my past videos, I use this monthly month on one or month on two pages for a overview, meaning I'm not really big on writing down things inside this insert in particular. I have a separate insert just to go more in depth about events. If there's anything important coming up, I'll mark it with a functional dot. Most of my monthly setup or my monthly overview is just to kind of uh, figure out which days I'm working and if it coincides with any events. Now, generally, when I'm using a marker or a mild liner highlighter, I use my G2 pen. This is mainly because the G2 pen is a lot more smooth and it writes pretty well over marker, and it doesn't smear as much as my other pens do. So right now, I'm using my gray functional dots and marking down the days that I work for this month. Luckily, my manager at this point has most of November out, with the exception of the last week of November. However, I should expect that probably next week. So I'll, of course, go back in and mark down those dates that I'm working. I'm more of a visual person, which is why I use colorful dots to kind of mark down days and everything and important events coming up. And sometimes I like to use stickers to kind of mark down when rent is due and birthdays, which I'm using the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark down birthdays because I have found these cute birthday stickers. And Once More with Love has these house stickers, which I like to mark down days that rent is due. Of course, for me, I always remember when rent is due. I mean, it's always the first of every month, but I like adding some color and some stickers to my monthly setup, and I don't really have any other use for these stickers, so. And this next insert is the PeanutsPlannerCo insert. This is the month on one page. Like I said, I don't like to write down anything in my monthly overview. So generally for the PeanutsPlannerCo, I like to mark down days that I'm working by highlighting the numbers, and then if I have any events coming up, I'll write it down in the boxes to the right. Now, generally for these monthly list inserts, it's pretty much bare. Um, I still like to use it though. I mean, it works for me, and it lets me write down events or movies that I want to see without cluttering up my monthly insert from the 1407 planners. And then after my monthly, I like to move on to my weekly insert, which is also from the Peanuts Planner Co. If you have a Pocket TN and you don't know how to print her pocket inserts to fit your Pocket TN, I do have a video. You can search for it on my channel. But generally, I like to use my gray mild liner highlighter to write down the hours in which I work. And then my habit tracker generally consists of tracking my Instagram posts, making sure that I wash my face every night before bed, drinking water, brushing my teeth, and then washing my hair. I think I've also said this in a previous video that I don't wash my hair every single day, and sometimes I forget if I've washed it the day before, so I try to wash it every other day, just so that my hair doesn't dry out. And I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but I do like to use, I think it's called military time, to track my work dates. I think the AM PM is pretty cluttering, so it's easier for me because I use military time in my phone, my watch, and everything. So it's just easier for me to kind of differentiate AM and PM. And on the sidebar, just writing down tasks that I'll need to complete, any bills or outstanding bills that I need to pay. And as you can see, I switched to my Muji pen to write down the events that are happening in the week. And the one thing I will say about the Muji pens is I do love how it writes. However, I've had difficulties with the ink inside becoming loose, so I constantly have to screw in or tighten the ink inside, if that makes sense. And then I do have issues with it pooling ink at the very bottom or smearing, so do keep in mind of these issues before you purchase the pens. Otherwise, they write really smoothly, and I like how fine the tip is. Now moving on. Because of my weekly inserts being compact in its space, I do like to flesh out my day-to-day schedule, and that is why I decided to purchase these weekly timetable inserts. Right now, I'm kind of marking in my work days and blocking out the times so that I can kind of visualize what I can do before or after work. And I never like to freehand the blocked out times, so this is why I like to use my metal ruler. And again, I'm using my G2 pen in 0.38 to do the lines. I like how it looks with the fine tip and the fact that it dries so quickly. But then I end up switching to my Muji pen to write in that I am blocking these times out for work. And I think you can kind of see me screw in the pen, so like I mentioned earlier, it comes loose sometimes. I don't really understand why. And every week, I don't have a particular color I like to use to mark out work dates or to mark out events in my planner, but I just kind of switch off whichever I'm feeling. I was feeling the orange and the purple this week, so I used stickers and to mark down that we did have a sushi day, and then we did get coffee afterwards, and then yesterday we went grocery shopping, and before work I had to buy lunch because there was only enough leftovers for my husband, and I'm not really a big fan of chicken, so I decided to purchase lunch yesterday. And today I didn't really have anything that I had planned other than this video. But I did want to mark down that I did have my morning caffeine, which I am using RandiDOTPlans stickers. I honestly love her hand-lettered stickers. They're perfect for my minimalism planning. And then I kind of blocked out times for how I would estimate I would spend on this video. Afterwards, of course, I need to eat, and then I generally have a few chores I want to do. So that's what I kind of did. If I don't finish it in that estimated time frame, not a big deal, but I kind of like to set a goal for myself of when I want things done. And of course, for these weekly timetables, I try to plan the morning of if I can. So that's why I'm not going into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And right now, if you see the clip, I'm using the Oli clip. I'll link down her shop below. That size is a small rose gold. I purchased a large, however, it was way too bulky, so I kind of just leave it for other things. And right now, I'm using my Uniball Signal pen to kind of update my gas use or my gas budgeting. So, like I mentioned before, I'm using a cash envelope system, except all the gas money is kept in the card, so I kind of like to write down how much gas we used and how much we've had left over. And since I think yesterday or today was payday, we are starting over, which is what I'm doing into the next section of this budget overview. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. Let me know if you guys have any questions. All shops mentioned will be in the description box below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't.